Henry McClure live in the outside studio of the Ryan Mowinkle empire of commercial real estate. So I got there's the vacancy right down there. But look how safe this is. Look at the parking. Got plenty of parking. It's well lit. I had a friend of mine stop by who had a tumor in his head as big as a lime. And he had it removed. And he's doing great. And, man, I prayed for the healing power to run through him that ran through me on May 2nd, 2015. And I got the biggest chill of energy after I said amen like I've never had. It was just great. And it tells you that when you're helping people, you yourself get helped even more. It was a beautiful moment. And see, I was telling him today why I'm just crazy enough to get into politics. Because after the changes that I've made personally, changing government is simple. I mean, it is just so simple. And we're going to start with when you're not buying drugs, you're not wasting money, and a decade later, all of a sudden you've got money, and paying your bills is easier. But being in government and being a drug addict is almost the exact same thing. See, these guys are addicted to spending money. And they're in a pickle around Topeka right now because they've got a deficit. I think it's like a $20 million deficit. And they're in a pickle. And we got guys like Cody Foster wanting $9.2 million of economic development help for the AT&T building when we don't even have enough money to run our daily business around here, the city. So it's really simple to the spending addicts. You cut off the money to the NGO. Take all $5 million. They showed $6 million on the annual report, but take away all the sales tax money and just put it into running the government. So I guess half of it would go to the city, half of it would go to the county. Then you take all the carryover money that they've got in the bank and split that up. But we can't afford funding the NGO anymore. It's just got to stop. We just don't have enough money. We've got to have enough money. It just comes down to basics. We got to have money for the police department. We got to have money for the fire department. We got to have money for the water department. We got to just provide the basic services because the economic development money hasn't made your taxes go down. Because if it was working, we wouldn't have a deficit in the budget today. And it's going to take changes to make our community work. I'm telling you, you guys got to start seeing it. I'm not the victim. I am a victim of tax abuse. I think there's fraudulent spending. Start a casino in the city. Oh, it is. There's a casino going on. And it's the best thing to be. The casino hosts and the bosses are the consultants, architects and engineers, people that want to. The casino benefactors are people that are building iconic bridges and the plans. They're the same people that want to have a bar over in Ward Mead. We got to stop the fraud and abuse so we can just run our city. It's going to start adding up. And look at the people on the national level, that USAID money. They're squealing like stuck pigs because you know what? They got their hands caught in the cookie jar. And there's no difference in Cody Foster getting his hand caught in the cookie jar. And it's really irresponsible for him to take economic development money for the AT&T building. It's just bad leadership. Others say, just shut up, Henry. Hell, he's taking money, you know. They're giving away free money to him. Well, yeah, they are. But leaders, you know, it's like right now, the city of Topeka, you need to be suing anybody that owes money for benefit districts that haven't paid taxes in a decade. You need to sue today. You'll put yourself in a much better position because, like the doctor said, some days you just got to cut the hemorrhoid off. But it was nice to see my friend. I was trying to get him on the podcast. What a fighter. What a fighter. Man, I'm telling you, it was so nice. The new Attorney General that we're going to have. And mark my words, you heard it here first. It's going to take years. I think the little girl's 24 years old, the press secretary. If she ever wants to be president of the United States, that girl can be president of the United States. She is smart. She is not a diversity, equity, and inclusion person. And look at Go Topeka itself. When you look at the salaries, Go Topeka is the epitome of diversity, equity, and inclusion. You got a bunch of people, sometimes it's their first jobs. Oh, and by the way, didn't Steve Wade come from Go Topeka? Remember that guy? And we need to take a look at the board of directors of all these people, and let's just see who the duplication, or at least who they're related to. I'm live outside the Glass Houses studio. I gotta take this off.